Hello everyone, hope you're all having a lovely day today. Really quick before I go into the video, I was actually watching a video on, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the channel Dani and the Lion's Den, but I just recently found her channel, love it, and this morning I was watching a video where she felt like we as believers were being called to a 40-day fast. And now she actually posted this video a few days ago, so I'm a little bit late to the party. But I actually completely agree with her, and I'm going to try to link the video down below. I'm so sorry, I don't know how yet. I will try to figure that out. If I can't, just search up Dani and the Lion's Den 40-day fast. I think it was like her last video. But I highly recommend watching that and checking that out because it's something that I actually agree I feel like we're being called to. So getting into the video, today I wanted to talk about patience and more specifically, I guess, trusting God's timing. Now, I am someone who does everything super fast. I am very I walk very fast. At college, people would get annoyed at me because I would always be leaving them in the dust and they're like, why are you walking so fast? And I like to get things done quickly. I don't really know. I've been told by many people I also talk way too fast. I'm so sorry if that's the case. But I feel like with everything that's been happening in the world right now, and this whole season, of quarantine and, everything that's been going on right now, I feel like the overall, not really, that's what it is. The word that I've been kind of coming back to from God recently has just been patience. And so I feel like with patience, it's something that we all always say, or at least I always say, oh yeah, it's really good to have, but do I actually do it? Not really. Patience isn't just good for working with other people and having patience for them, but I feel like it's also something that just helps ease our minds also. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, but sometimes when you pray for something, if it doesn't happen immediately or very soon, you can start to become very, very, very discouraged, feel like maybe this isn't happening, feel like maybe this thing that I prayed for is just not, the answer is no. And while sometimes the answer might be no, other times it might just simply be not yet. But if we're very impatient, we're not going to see the not yet. We're going to see the, oh, well, I guess it's just not happening because it hasn't happened in the next few days. And now I'm just going to give up and I feel super discouraged and I just hate everything. Obviously, that's a little bit excessive, but you get the idea that I'm trying to get across. And when we feel like that very discouraged, feeling like maybe something isn't happening or something is taking too long, we need to trust God's timing. When we find ourselves in these places where we feel very discouraged because we feel like something's not happening or something's taking too long, I suggest we go to Psalm 77. And more specifically, if we look at Psalm 77, 11 through 13, I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember thy wonders of old. I will meditate also of all thy work and talk of thy doings. Thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God? I'm sure we all have memories and certain events in our lives that when we look back, we can 110% say with confidence, that was God. We meditate on the works of the Lord. And this is super encouraging. And this is what we need to hold on to when we're feeling like, oh no, God's left us, or oh no, God isn't taking as fast as I want him to, or maybe this won't happen. Where's this thing that I prayed for? I'm sure in those times that you have been able to look back and see God working in your life, I'm pretty sure the moments or the months or however long before that, you were definitely feeling probably very similar. And similar in the sense that maybe you were discouraged, maybe you were upset, who knows. I don't know what you were thinking in that time period, but it might have not been super confident. But what you remember is how you felt when you saw God pull through. And when you look back, you see God. And that's what we need to do whenever we find ourselves being discouraged or we think that something's taking too long and we start to lose hope that maybe what we prayed for isn't going to happen. Look back and remember the works of the Lord. Also, just a quick verse of encouragement in Psalm 27:14. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. I love the Psalms. Recently, not so much recently, but during the beginning of quarantine when we were all just feeling not so hot, the Psalms were my go-to. They still are, don't worry. What I love about the Psalms is that they're so relatable, I feel like. They're very human. And out of all the books in the Bible, it's very, they're not always super happy. Some of them can be quite depressing, not gonna lie. But at the same time, I think it kind of can be comforting to realize that not every single person in the Bible was super feeling great 110% of the time. And in fact, when we read the Psalms, we have someone to relate to. And not only that, but it also usually always ends up being really encouraging in the end, because it always, like I said, just turns back to God. So I really hope this helps whoever needed to hear this. If you ever have any comments, questions, concerns, do not hesitate to leave me a comment down below or shoot me an email. If you like this video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button. And as always, have a lovely rest of your day, and God bless.